Practical Anarchy, A Guide to Self-Determination, Dickie Dredd. Section 77. Direct Action and Mutual Aid. Direct action and mutual aid are often caricatured as protest alone, blockades, occupations, marches, but their deeper meaning lies in building alternatives here and now. As earlier sections argued, ballots tend to trap dissent inside the state's machinery. By contrast, direct action creates cracks in that machinery, while mutual aid builds the structures that might replace it. Alongside these that might replace it. Building alternatives, not just resistance. Direct action is not simply a refusal of authority, but the creation of viable alternatives in its place. When groups like Food Not Bombs distribute free meals from reclaimed surplus food, they are not lobbying governments to solve hunger, they are showing it can be solved without them. Repair cafés across Europe operate on the same principle: mend, reuse, share skills, rejecting the cycle of waste that fuels capitalist profit. Traveller sites and squats, already discussed earlier, embody this logic by creating low-impact housing and communal infrastructures in the teeth of state repression. Global case studies. Mutual aid practices stretch well beyond Europe and North America. In Latin America, the Paquetero movements of Argentina developed community kitchens and neighbourhood assemblies during the 2001 economic collapse. In Rojava, northern Syria, Kurdish communities built federated assemblies, cooperatives and women's councils under the pressure of war. Across Africa, community bicycle networks in places like Uganda provide cheap transport and collective workshops for repair, bypassing reliance on car-centred infrastructure. These examples echo the resilience of solidarity seen in disaster contexts. The low-tech and everyday dimension. Equally important are the small-scale, low-tech practices that chip away at dependency on markets and rulers. Growing food in urban gardens, designing homes for reuse and repair, sharing tools and communal cooking, all become forms of direct action when understood as disobedience to consumer capitalism. In Cuba, organoponicos, urban organic farms, bloomed after the collapse of Soviet subsidies in the 1990s, feeding cities without industrial fertilizers. In the UK and beyond, bicycle kitchens and DIY bike co-ops link mobility with mutual aid, while low-impact housing experiments, from earthships in New Mexico to eco-villages in Spain, prove that sustainable shelter does not require developers or landlords. These practices resonate strongly with the traveller and off-grid traditions, as well as with contemporary rewilding and upcycling initiatives. Direct action as prefiguration. Taken together, these practices show that anarchism is not only resistance but prefiguration, living the future society in the shell of the present. From squats in Amsterdam to seed-sharing collectives in India, the common principle is simple: people can organise life without hierarchy. Direct action and mutual aid demonstrate that alternatives already exist, and that the task is not invention from scratch, but protection, expansion and connection of these fragile experiments.